Hi, this is Michael Uslan. You're watching Batman on film.
I'm vengeance.
I have given a name to my pain.
The Batman.
Always waiting for some Batman to save you.
It's simple. We kill the Bat of Gotham. I'm Batman.
Hey now, welcome to episode number 34. This is the Herschel Walker episode of the Batman on Film Social Hour. Also, I could say Cornell Green, great cornerback in the 60s and 70s for the Dallas Cowboys. Larry Brown, the MVP of Super Bowl 30. Cowboys beat the Pittsburgh Steelers.
You are feeling good. The Cowboys must have.
I was going to ask you about the Yankees, but
Cowboys got a winning record.
I am in a good
coming out guns blazing.
Dude,
Pew, 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 pew.
I'm in a good mood. I went to the Cowboy Eagles game Monday night with my son Jake and watched the Cowboys kick the Gumby's ass.
The Gumbies. When you told me people call them the Gumbies, I laughed because I got it instantly. That's
Kicked
great.
their ass.
I'm gonna start using it around here.
I've been happy all week because during football season,
Gumbies.
Pete, if you did not know, my weekly mood is dictated
By Sunday.
by the Dallas Cowboys. So that is the way it goes. So tell me about those Yankees. They got the wild card locked up, or is it what's it come down
nothing's
to
locked.
here?
When it comes to the 2021 Yankees, nothing's locked up. They can go ice cold and they can lose everything. No, they had a big weekend up in Boston. Stanton's really hot. He's hitting home runs everywhere. He hit a couple in Toronto as well. Toronto's tough. They've been giving the Yankees hell all year. That team's going to be very difficult to play against for the next 10, 15 years. They're young, and the Yankees were able to pull 2 out of 3 from Toronto. 2 out of 3 from Toronto. So now they're coming home to play, I believe it's Tampa. I think that's it. And then they got 4 games left.
And Tampa's going to win the AL
Tampa's
East,
won,
right?
Tampa has won the American League East. They
Okay.
have the best record in the American League, I believe.
Okay.
They'll be tough.
Let me tell you a secret.
Go for it.
I don't hate the Yankees.
See, actually, if you told me you hated the Yankees, I'd believe you because of how they dominated the Rangers in those division series in the mid to late 90s. But you got your comeback in 2022.
Here's
Mr.
why.
Hambone,
I'll tell you why.
The antlers, you had the claw going on.
Yeah.
Like, there was a lot going on.
We
in
should
Texas
have.
baseball.
The Rangers should have won back-to-back World Series. Then I will say that. But
I don't know how you lose a World Series
I
playing
know.
no doubles defense and give up a triple.
I know.
It's like, what?
I will say
I was pulling for you.
The reason why is because when I was a kid, I read autobiography about Mickey Mantle, and that made me kind of like I didn't hate. It made me like the Yankees because I liked Mickey Mantle. So that's why. And so they're not my team, but
were the Rangers in Texas at that point, or were they still in either Minnesota or Washington? They moved to Texas
the
in
Rangers,
the 60s.
Yeah,
right?
they've been in Texas for damn near 50 years. So
okay,
yeah, they were the Senators, So
Senator. At one point, they were the Twins. Like, it was weird.
Yeah. So anyway, well, baseball, Major League Baseball, it's some good races there coming down. So
it's funny, just the Dodgers and the Giants with all their wins, and then the Dodgers are fighting for a wild card spot, and it should be a good baseball playoff.
Brewers are no slouch. St. Louis is no slouch. Oh yeah.
St. Louis is on like a 17, 18 game win streak, so
yeah.
That's what propelled them into the playoffs. So there's all good stuff going around baseball. I'm excited.
Yep.
Looking forward to the postseason. Hopefully the Yankees can make some damage, but they seem to be fighting an uphill battle.
All right, here we go. So let's talk a little Batman. I got to ask you real quick, and I know it's been almost 2 weeks. What did you do? Did you do anything for Batman Day 2021?
I did. I went to my local comic shop. I picked up the first appearance of Scarface and the Ventriloquist. I picked up 2 collected editions. What else did I do? I watched some episodes of 66 because I don't really do that as much. It's not really my jam. And that was probably most of my Batman Day.
Okay. I told Lauer I talked about it a little bit. Like every day to me is Batman Day because of Batman on film, but not really much. I watch college football. Okay.
Texas?
The Longhorns, yes.
Who'd they play?
On Batman Day, let's see. Was that last Saturday?
I believe so.
The Longhorns beat the hell out of Texas Tech.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yeah. So
how are they doing? They have a winning record?
the Longhorns,
Yeah.
they are 3-1. They got beat by Arkansas, which everybody made fun of that when it happened.
But Arkansas.
But now Arkansas is like top 10 team, and they're playing Georgia this weekend for a big SEC matchup. And like Georgia's what 2 or 3, you know? So.
Oh, don't ask me. I don't follow college football.
Yeah. So, so what else I was going to ask you about, or just mention? Oh, on this social hour, I am actually participating. I have
Beverage.
I have a free plug for Miller Lite, and only my man Drew Pearson,
There you
the
go.
original number 88 is on this can. He had got on that game Monday night that me and Jake went to when we kicked the Gumby's ass at halftime. Coach Johnson and Drew Pearson and Cliff Harris got their Hall of Fame rings presented to them because they all went in the NFL Hall of Fame over the last two years because of
Right, I get it.
They didn't have. So anyway, it was cool. Coach, my mother went to high school with Coach Johnson. Did I ever tell you that?
That's funny.
Yeah,
That's funny.
he's from Port Arthur, Texas. My mother's from Port Arthur, Texas. He was a year behind her. He's a 61 graduate at that school.
There's a great ESPN documentary about his Miami football teams.
Yeah, I've seen them.
Anyone who hasn't seen them, make sure you watch them because they're fun. They're fun.
Yeah, Michael Irvin's on there.
There was a lot of people on there.
Oh yeah.
It started a whole tradition. So
Yeah.
that's a great documentary. They do great jobs over there for 3.
Michael Irvin, 47. He was number 47 for the Miami Hurricanes. And I'm gonna get on tangent here. I'm talking about football and old school football. All right, so let's talk Batman. We talked about Batman Day. I'll ask you, real quick. Did you like the little snippet of the score we got from?
Oh yes, I enjoyed both.
Michael
Giacono.
Okay, yeah.
Giacono. Why? What were you gonna do? You gonna shoe it? You gonna butcher it?
No, yeah, I probably would have. Yeah, he's one of your people, right? So I thought you.
I believe he's Paisan. He's part Paisan at least.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I look forward to it. I can't wait. Hopefully, it's. I would love if it's the whole. What is it? At least 2 minutes of that trailer.
Yeah,
we'll get it. FanDome. I enjoyed Matt Reeves with his little photo. Who doesn't love Batman and his grapple gun? All good stuff. Just
okay. Let's just get to the chase. Since you brought up grapnel guns, show me the damn thing. Show everybody.
Okay, here. I do. I found it. I have it in my possession.
Okay.
I do need an N battery. Everyone remembers the N battery.
Break it down. How did you find the damn thing?
I still got this one right here.
Did you just happen upon it?
How did I find it?
Or did you go searching for it? Or you just
I went looking for an Adam West Batman because I know those are out. I went looking for a Batman 66. I didn't find one. And I just walked around Target and I saw this thing. It's for those who don't know, the best way it's usually by like the DVDs and the books because it's like movie stuff. So it's by movies. It's not, this is literally not considered a toy. So it won't be in the toy aisle if you're new to this stuff.
Yeah, because they put
This will not be found in the toy
Yeah,
aisle.
they'll put their Funko Pops and stuff there around.
Yeah,
there.
it'll be my Funko Pop stuff like
Yeah,
that. You're looking
yeah.
at like Jason figures, Freddy Krueger, Michael Myers is out, Frankenstein. If you're big into Frankenstein, all these NECA toys. These NECA toys are not in the toy aisle at Target or Walmart. They're always in like the entertainment section.
Yeah, I wasn't. I'm not. I want that one. I wasn't. Jumping through hoops.
You don't like this one?
It's all right. I mean, I'm not.
Come on. What do you mean you didn't like this one?
Because I've said it before. I love Batman the Animated Series, but
No, I get it. It's still great.
I know. If I saw one at Target or wherever, I'd buy it. Hell yeah.
That's fine.
But I want that Batman '89 one though.
I'm going to review it for the website, but I need the end battery. Remember, I need the end battery for the last one.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So I need to get another end battery. I don't know where it is.
Okay.
I apparently I only need end batteries for NECA toys and nothing else, so that's why it's lost. But I got a lot to say on this thing. I'm very interested, and I'm looking forward to talking about it because it does one thing that they say it on the box.
Yeah.
And I'm going to hold off on it till the review, but it is on the box. So it's not like spoiler or anything. I don't know if you could spoil a toy, but it does like one thing where I'm like, did they just do that because of the figure, or was that a function of the movie, of the grapple gun in the movie? So it's interesting, and I'm looking forward to it. But sneak peek, it looks great. Here's the front.
Yeah, I just want to tease it. I know you're
yellow oval on the back. Here's what the back looks like. I've taken it out of the box to just get a feel of it, and it's it looks good at least. Like if you don't even intend on using this, it does look as
it
good.
is. It got the same type of
it's same thing.
Like the Batarang. Does that mean it feels the same kind of way? Same type of construction to it? Remember the '89 Batarang?
The Batarang was really light, but it's that. They made good stuff, but I was surprised I found this. I couldn't believe I found it.
Did you do a happy dance?
I did like a double take, and here's the thing: there were two more of the animated series grapple guns, and I was in line at Target, and I was like, I should buy them and do like a contest giveaways for them.
Yeah.
And then I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'll just come back tomorrow. I went back the next day. They were all gone.
That's how it works.
And I was like, you know what?
That's how it works, man.
I didn't want to be like, greedy anyway. So.
Yeah, you did. So that's okay.
If I did, I would have picked him up. I didn't.
Yeah, I got you. Okay.
I feel like I did.
You're too damn good. You're too damn good of a man. That's all I got. Okay, so get to it. We'll talk about DC FanDome. Anyway, Robert Pattinson and Batman Day we talked about, but Robert Pattinson, Pete, did you know that Robert Pattinson is playing Batman in this new solo Batman movie?
Yeah, of course I did.
Okay, because Dick Shoes just broke that news this morning on social media.
I have had quite the afternoon catching up on the Dick Shoes Entertainment Hour. It's not even an hour. It's like the Dick Shoes special. Like it's like when Twitter comes to you.
I saw that and I said, what? The guy from Twilight is playing Batman?
Yeah.
And he broke the news, but what the hell? Anyway, so
it's good to have him back.
Yes, it is. It is. And I will say he the show it's really it's a Batman on film show for all of us. The satellite show. But I really enjoyed I did enjoy his show with it was with Freak Base and Bob Seska, and I like the topic. It was things you like about a comic book movie you hate. I thought that was
as long as Rick is talking Batman Returns, I don't care what exactly the topic is. I just want him to talk about the movie.
You just enjoy that,
even though he hasn't watched it since like 1993.
Has he watched it? That's the question.
We saw it in theaters.
Are we sure? Okay.
I'll say Rick saw it in theaters.
Okay. We'll give him benefit of the doubt on that one. We'll give him benefit of the doubt. All right. So Robert Pattinson, yes, we know he's playing Batman, and the Batman's coming out here in 5 months. It's October 1st, man.
It's the closest
You know?
we've been.
Yeah. Yes.
So,
And so we know that there's going to be a big presentation for the Batman at DC FanDome 21 on October 16th. And I assumed that it would be similar to last year's and probably even bigger, because since the film's coming out here in a hop, skip, or jump away.
the Batman's the belle of the ball.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Let's be honest. Everything is. It's going to be impressive. They're going to throw everything they can.
It's got to be.
We're going to get like a featurette we're going to get a featurette with 2 actors. We're going to get at least an appearance by the director. You're going to get a trailer.
That's what I'm saying. It's got to be the top of the bill, right? It's like, this is like Elvis in the 50s when he's closing.
I would like it if they announced merch, like if they had McFarlane toys up there, and we all know how Todd likes to do.
Yeah, we got the shirts last year with FanDome. So come on, give us some more stuff. So he says, Robert Pattinson, like I said, I figured they'd do something along last year, but bigger, because Reeves' presentation was awesome last year. Then they dropped that trailer that I still watch every other day at least. It's cool. I break out that little when he teased the costume test. Every once in a while, because I like that as well. And so apparently, this is from Variety. Robert Pattinson said that he and Zoe Kravitz recorded something together for DC FanDome and calls it a fun little thing. So. And also says there's going to be a lot of surprises for the Batman presentation at FanDome. So besides the trailer, which we're all excited to see, what and you mentioned a little bit here just a second ago, what are you looking forward to seeing? We don't want too much, right? We don't want too much, but we want a little bit. Yeah.
When I say too much I refer to BVS a lot, and that's like there's too many trailers. Yeah. Like there were 4 main trailers for BVS. There was a lot in there. And look, don't get me wrong, I ate up every one. I loved each one. Yeah. But I still would have liked some of that in the theater. So I'm good with this is the last thing they need to release, in my opinion. Yeah. I'm with you. I'm sure there's got to be one that's got to be edited down for TV to put in front of football. So that's really it. But I think this will be the last real big trailer we get. Like you just mentioned, Zoe and Pattinson are going to have a featurette. We're going to have something between the two of them. There's no doubt the director's going to be there, obviously. It's going to be pretty big. And, what do you think? How long do you think this trailer is going to be?
2 minutes, 2.5.
2.5.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited. Because there's still a lot we don't really know. Like what's going on, some people speculate that the Riddler's not even the main villain. I was like, okay, so it's like, who knows what the hell's going on?
My take on that is,
there's a lot. But that's like just people are speculating because they're anxious. And I'm like, well, if he's not,
it's like,
your newsletter. Somebody brought up Cohagen? What's his name? Copen?
Barry Keoghan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy gets brought up a lot.
All I'll say is, look, this dude is an accomplished actor and a name, and I just can't. I don't see him playing some random obscure Gotham police officer, and that's the only thing he's doing in the Batman. So
I don't know. It's like, what's his name? Eastwood's kid. He was in Suicide Squad. I thought he was going to be like Dick Grayson undercover. And he was nothing. He really wasn't. He was nothing more.
I know that was all it. Yeah, I'm just,
I honestly believed going into that movie that kid was Nightwing.
That was, you listen to that bullshit fanboy.
No, I
bullshit
came up with
online.
that.
Yeah.
Well, I came up with that one.
Yeah.
That's I was hoping, but he was nothing. So
yeah,
it happens.
Yeah. God, I even forgot he was in that movie. Now you brought it up. Yeah. 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 So, it's going to be cool to see that. It's got to be the headliner. Most people. I'll watch. There's, I don't know if I'm going to watch the whole thing, but there are things I want to see, like the Batman.
But you just need to tune in at certain times, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. The Flash thing. I love it when the schedule comes out, so I know what's coming.
I would imagine. Here's the thing: it's like because they're all kind of like the similar stuff. Like if you like the Batman, how do you not like the Flash movie? There's 2 Batmen in it,
Yeah.
right? And then if you're a Shazam fan, how could you not get excited? Because it's Black Adam, so it's like that's like 4. Like I'm pumped for that, to be honest. Shazam and Black Adam, I want to see those trailers.
True.
Maybe Momoa will just swim across the screen at some point for Aquaman 2, and we'll be all satisfied. I don't know.
Yeah.
What else is there? What am I missing out on? But yeah, like that's all.
I do want to see.
Concerned about.
And I know I missed it in the original press release. I think I mentioned it before, but I think they are going to do something. Will be big for the new animated series on HBO Max.
Okay.
Batman the Cape Crusader. So
okay.
I'm I'm like want to see that big time. So
have you been listening to the audio adventures?
I have listened.
I haven't started.
I have listened to part of episode 1, and I have really no opinion other than it's just
it's a radio show.
I haven't had time to really just sit there and listen to them, but I plan to. I have nothing against it, and I have no opinion, good or bad or whatever. I think it's cool that they're doing it's a Batman thing, So let it roll. I know that a lot of the feedback has been positive. So yeah. So yeah. So I guess that's a really. Oh, I want to hear something. We're gonna get off topic. Have you seen the Many Saints of Newark yet?
No, I haven't.
It's on HBO Max, right?
Yeah. It's funny because it's Sopranos related. I feel like I need to watch it Sunday at 9:00 after dinner.
Okay.
Just like I feel like Sopranos stuff is made. It's just made. I think we'll just get together and watch that. Oddly enough, like that's kind of like my game plan is that we're gonna watch it Sunday.
I'm gonna watch it this weekend. I was a big Sopranos fan.
That was great. I watch it all the time.
I may watch it tonight, actually. HBO Max. So.
I watch it randomly. I watch random episodes. I just watched some this morning.
All right. What's your interest in Venom 2? Carnage.
I want to go see it today, depending on what time it is.
Okay.
My plan is to go see it. My plan was to see it at some point today, but I kind of got sidetracked.
So the reviews have kind of been going up and down, and like they're.
It's weird, but you and I are weird in that we both really like Venom 1.
I do like Venom.
Like there's some kind of like, it feels like a comic book movie from, let's say, the late 90s. I can't say early 2000s because Spider-Man kind of rectified things, but it feels like a 90s comic book movie, kind of updated, and there's the kind of like a dumb charm to it, right?
Yeah.
Like that's kind of how I would describe it. It's not perfect by any means, and it's nowhere near like.
I think it's very self-aware.
Definitive Venom.
Yeah. I think it knows what it is. I think the sequel. I'm assuming the sequel knows what it is, and it's playing to the people who liked it. I liked Venom, so I'm going to.
Were you like a Venom guy as a reader? Because did you read a lot of Spider-Man? You're not a huge reader outside.
I did.
Okay, so you did.
Yes, I had back in the 90s. Even when I was a kid,
were you reading Venom stories with him in it?
I got a bunch of Venom comics boxed up.
That's great. Okay.
From the 90s.
I never thought you would have strayed that far.
I've got the somewhere. And I say somewhere like I don't know where it is. I know where it is. I just got to find it, and it's packaged up. Something I bought as a kid. I've got the Spider-Man issue when he was first in the black suit.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's a pretty.
All those every time the black suit made like a first appearance, there's like 5 or 6 of them.
My Venom, I think the Venom comics I got, it was like early 90s when he had his own title and all that stuff. So
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's I have.
I never thought you'd be into Venom.
I'm a Spider-Man fan. I've always have been.
No, I know you like Spider-Man, but it's like
there's
Venom rubs some people the wrong way. Like it's usually like
I like the whole concept. I like the
them.
whole concept of Venom. Mm-hmm. I mean, the suit. Look, Spider-Man is a fantastical character, even though,
So what did you think of Spider-Man 3?
Venom
and Spider-Man 3.
I don't hate it as much as a lot of people do, that film.
No, I'm with you.
You know,
I don't think it's
I don't. It ain't no spot. You know, it ain't no Spider-Man 2.
No, well, there's only. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
that. Well, there's also like there ain't no other Dark Knight.
Yeah.
It's really like the two of them.
And so, it's just, yeah. I don't like. I just don't hate it as much as a lot of people do. I didn't love the film, but
it's like my Batman Forever.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. Yeah. Which I like Batman Forever. So okay,
I like it. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. Like I don't care. Again, Rick Shue, he doesn't like it, but I'm gonna sneeze.
I like Batman Forever. And so we got the Sopranos prequel, Venom 2 you're going to see today. I'm looking forward to see what you think about it. I want to try to check it out. I'm going to the Cowboys game on Sunday with Carolina. Tomorrow the Longhorns play at 11. I'm gonna work it in, but you know what? I'm freaking retired. I can go during the middle of the week when no one's at the damn cinema theater. So whatever. The new James Bond. You excited for that one or why? Are you?
Yeah, of course.
You like Bond?
Yeah.
You a Bond guy? Okay. Well,
who doesn't like Bond?
Dick Shoes.
There's no really.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
I mean, I believe it. He doesn't like. I believe he doesn't like ice cream pizza and James Bond. Like that's like the weirdest.
So apparently, so what I've heard, some of the people who reviewed Bond, we have a review for both Bond and Venom 2 on film.
Who reviewed Venom? I didn't read that one.
It was both Joanne Hyde reviewed both.
Oh, she did both. Okay, I knew she did Bond.
She wasn't a fan of Venom 2.
It's good to have her back in the mix.
She loved the new James Bond movie. I mean, like A+ and loved it and stuff. But I heard from a lot of people that it's almost it's like Bond's The Dark Knight Rises. Have you heard that?
That means I'm going to love it because I love Rises.
I do love Rises. So it's
Rises.
like Bond's is Dark Knight Rises. So
me, you, and Haas, we love Rises.
Yes. And you know what? A lot of people do because it made over $1 billion and it got reviewed well. So whatever. Whatever. I'm excited for it because Daniel Craig may be my favorite Bond outside of Sean Connery. And I say Sean Connery because that's the Bond I grew up with as a kid, And I have no problem. I have no problem with them giving him a proper send-off, and I hope the next Bond doesn't. I hope it's a freaking reboot. I mean, look,
sure.
Casino Royale was.
That's my favorite.
I mean, it was Batman Begins. It was inspired by Batman Begins. It was a reboot. They're starting the whole thing, basically over.
Go for it,
and give this Bond this story an ending. Yeah, and then it continue on.
Yeah.
Who you want to see Bond, the next Bond? You got a favorite?
I'm so bad at casting. Like
I'm not a fan casting dude, and I get asked those questions. But
it's like I was like, who's the only English actor I know? Oh, it's Idris. I was like, yeah, Idris could be Bond. I could totally see Idris being Bond, but I don't know. Like
Cavill.
I find out that Cavill would make a great Bond. Yeah. That's it. Sure. Why not?
Tom Hardy.
Yeah, I love Hardy. Yeah, that's great. Bale, does Bale want to be Bond? He's not English. What is he, Scottish? I can't remember.
So was Sean Connery, right?
There you go.
Scottish.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know who knows all this stuff? Reno. Reno knows this stuff.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, he's a Bond official.
Oh, right,
he's a fanatic in general.
Shout out to Reno. Yeah. So I want to see all those. I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
And what are you going to do for going back real quick before we get out of here? Back to FanDome. Are you going to do a show, straight out of Gotham show, or what?
This is what we want to do.
Yeah.
This is what we want to do. We want to do an Iceberg Lounge, and we kind of want you to be there. We've talked about it. We want to get, but it all depends because we all know you go to bed early. I'm not gonna bullshit.
It all depends.
I go to bed. I know you do.
My ass gets up. I get up
at like 3 a.m.
I get up 4:30, 5 o'clock, man.
Absolutely nuts. But
I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep past 7 o'clock. If I If I get up,
It all
and
depends,
It's past
but,
7. I'm like, what? Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
But no, yeah, no, we watch. It all depends on what time this thing even ends. So that would be the thing. But we just we were thinking about just doing a post game live show on the Straight Outta Gotham page. Garrett Haas, I believe Lauer is unavailable, so it'll be Straight Outta Gotham plus Batman on Film in a crossover. So that's kind of like what we're thinking.
I'm thinking about doing something live during the Batman panel. So
you're gonna watch it live,
of course,
with everyone. Okay, that'd be cool. Yeah,
of course, I want you on it, and I know my boy, my other son, Micah Ramey. Shout out! This is his culinary broadcasting logo. Check that out. Yeah, we'll figure it all out. I know I'm just really excited for that. See what they do, and well, I'm sure there are going to be several reaction shows that'll be circling around the Batman on Film family.
I'm sure. Is Rick going to watch it?
He will watch it.
He'll watch the trailer.
I'm going to not bust his balls just for a second and say he will watch it. Mm-hmm. I know he's excited for it.
Good.
He will be at the Batman watch party.
That's even better.
I think. He better be. I can't promise that he will watch it live. I can't promise that one.
Fair enough.
But yes.
You better be at the watch party because I'm going to be at the watch party.
Yes. So is Gumbo's going to be at the watch. Well, Gumbo will not be at the watch party. He'll be at the pre-party.
The pre-party
at my house.
Party. Yes.
All right. So look, what's your real quick? Are you starting to get amped up for the Batman now? You can actually look at it and go, this son bitch is fixing to be here. You know what I mean?
After that second trailer, when it goes from like it's like what did the first trailer on, like in production? Yeah. When it says like coming and there's a date, that's when I'll be like yes, because they'll be that's it. After that second trailer, because that should be it. And this is like kind of like the last big tease.
What merchandise? The Batman merchandise outside of a T-shirt or a hat or anything, but like the stuff, other stuff. What are you looking forward to getting? Like the McFarlane stuff or Funko Pops or what are you?
It depends. Sometimes I don't like the way Funkos translate. I have like a bunch over me. I'm very selective because they, like you said, they're crack. So they're
they are.
So I try to be selective. I'd like a McFarlane figure for Batman. I love McFarlane is into making cars, so I would love a Batmobile as well for my Batman. I think that would be great. I'd love a good Oswald figure.
I think we'll get a bigger Batmobile than the Hot Wheels one for sure.
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
I hope so. It's interesting. Like I liked what Todd has done with the other Batmobiles, or the other vehicles.
Yeah.
So
I got to see those. I haven't seen any of his.
I have the White Knight motorcycle somewhere around here.
Okay.
I got to do a thing on that, but I don't have. Oddly enough, I haven't really loved the Batman figures that McFarlane has made because they're a lot of death metal. That's not really my thing. But I bought the Nightwing 2-pack, and you've seen the reviews and stuff. Ones are I like his figures. His Batman stuff hasn't really struck my core, and so I'm waiting for a decent Batman so I can kind of put him on that motorcycle.
You got the White Knight Batman from McFarlane, huh?
No, I didn't. I'm not a huge White Knight design fan. Like there's some things Murphy does that are just weird to me. I didn't get that, but I picked up his motorcycle.
Okay.
It's not all bad.
I'm looking over here while I'm looking that way. I'm looking at my McFarlane thing. So I got the Arkham. I've got, let's see.
I have those from years ago. They're just in the basement, and I'm like, I'm not rebuying Arkham figures.
I got White Knight. I just got the new that. I guess it's called Armored Batman, but it's like Dark Knight Returns. You didn't like that one, did you?
I didn't like that. It doesn't look like any. It doesn't look like the Dark Knight Returns
It's
Comic
more
book.
it's more black and gray. It's all
It's
black
kind
and
of
gray.
like Todd did his own thing, which is
it's-
fine.
It doesn't have the blue cape. Let's see what else I'm looking over there. I've got the Batman the Animated Series. I got the one from Detective Comics 1000. I've got
I have the blue and gold variant, the 70s Neil Adams one from the Batman the Animated Series.
Yeah.
I have that one. I haven't opened it yet though. That's a cool one. So I think that's the only McFarlane Batman I own.
And I've got the, your favorite, Thomas Wayne. Batman from
I don't know
Flashpoint.
one Thomas Wayne Batman.
I got that.
He's all
one.
over Target. I don't have one. No, I'm not interested.
He's still there.
Well,
huh?
now they have the unmasked version. So
do they? Okay.
Yeah.
So, I won't get that one. I'm cool.
I'm good. I don't like the
cool.
unmasked characters. I don't really care that much. To be honest with you, I did see, because this is Batman related. The death metal Green Lantern evil Batman, whatever Batman that was in a 2-pack with a Hal Jordan figure that looked absolutely phenomenal. Like a really great Green Lantern figure, and came with some really cool effects.
Yeah.
But I wasn't going to spend like $45 on one figure.
Okay.
But it's a 2-pack. I guess I could have hopped the Batman thing, but it was pretty cool. I was impressed. I'm really impressed with McFarlane figures. I think he just has done a really great job. Yeah. Sometimes there's I know people complain about elbows and ankles a lot, but I don't know. I think he's made a real interesting variety of product for fans.
Yeah. Look, if it's, I don't like all that metal and death metal and all that stuff, but I'd like the ones he puts out.
Guy.
Yeah, there he is. That one I'm going to get. That gummit.
Yeah, you could buy him. I bought the whole wave, so I was able to build him.
Yeah, but
they do sell an individual. He's in like another version where he's got blood on his mouth and I think a little bit on his chest area. But look, I have this King Shark.
I'll take a King Shark solo movie or a HBO Max miniseries.
There is a King Shark comic book out right now. I believe it's a 6-issue miniseries, so they're trying to catch.
I saw a King Shark T-shirt from Suicide
He's in
Squad.
Harley Quinn. It's a completely different version, but he's in Harley Quinn. So if you need more King Shark, he's coming.
All right. Okay. I could go off on tangents all day. Good luck to your Yankees, who I silently pull for depending on who they're playing.
Thanks.
Go Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah. How about them Cowboys? Anybody but the Giants, baby.
I'm going to the Giants game in 2 weeks too down here. So
how much do you guys down there love that the Giants have been a mess for about 4 years?
You know what? I don't hate
Is the rivalry as big down there as it is up here?
No, it's
really,
yeah.
Because you're the big dog, and then it comes by Philadelphia.
Here's how it works, and then we'll get out of here. I think the other 3 NFC East teams hate the Cowboys way more than the Cowboy fans hate the other NFC East teams. Look, no slight to Eagle fans, or I'm not that. I grew up hating the Washington Redskins, which now are the football team. That was the huge rivalry. But I do not like the Gumbies. Do not like them. I've never just sheer hated the Giants.
Wow.
I don't know why, but no, if you ask
up here, it's the great rivalry. Like
yes.
Giants Cowboys is like
if you would ask Cowboy fan, who do you hate?
Because there's a lot of Cowboy fans up here.
Oh, I know. Yeah,
there's a lot.
Yes.
And I wear my cowboy hat on Sundays when they play the Giants.
Do you?
Yeah.
When I went to the last time a couple years ago, I went to see the Cowboy. I mean, I've been to the Cowboys Redskins game at I was about to say RFK, but at FedEx Field a couple times. I mean, there's a huge number of Cowboy fans in Virginia, and like half the place is Cowboy fans. But nonetheless, I think you would ask a Cowboy fan, which NFC team do you hate the most right now? It's going to be Eagles. Yeah, that's why we got such joy out of this past weekend.
Next year, I want to go. Save one game for me next year. Yeah. I want to go to a game with you. I know you got tickets.
I have tickets.
I want to go once. I want to see it. I've only been across the street. So
Yeah, you've been to the old
well,
stadium.
actually, I haven't been anywhere. The old ballpark's done, right? They don't use it for baseball games no more.
No, but it's a football place now.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
yeah. They're having a bowl. They're having bowl games and all kind of stuff there now.
Well, good. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, they kept it. They kept it going.
Good.
All right.
That's good job.
Yeah, they did. Plug. We'll go to Texas Live too. I like that place. It's cool.
Let's go. Social media, Twitter, Instagram, and Zack Snyder's favorite Vero at Pete Illustrated. Follow podcast #1 that I co-host with the champion of Long Island, Eric Holzman, straight out of Gotham, at straight_O_G on both Instagram and Twitter. Also follow our Facebook group and our Facebook fan page. Lots of good discourse going on there. So if you like the BOF Facebook group, you're going to love ours. Podcast 2, the Italian Spider-Man Coalition podcast I do with Nico and Nick Caruso. We just posted our 5th episode, Spider-Man 3 and Sinister War. And now we have our own RSS feed as well. So we're popping up on all your popular podcast platforms. So got lots of stuff going on over there at Team Yellow Oval, as we are just getting revved up for the Flash and FanDome and the return of Michael Keaton, and Batman on Film proper for Detective Comics reviews. I have one up just from this week. Other reviews up there as well for toys and action figures and stuff on Batman on Film YouTube. Michael Uslan, Tara Strong, all those other great people. So check that stuff out. I'm all over the internet. And if I missed you, I apologize. I'll get you next time.
Have y'all talked about the 60s Spider-Man animated cartoon on that show yet?
No, you want in? You want on?
If you ever
All
do,
right.
I'll come on and talk about it.
60 Spider-Man? Okay.
Yeah. That's how
it's
that's what made me a
expensive to track down
Spider-Man
physically.
fan. Yeah.
I'll have to find a way to watch it.
I
haven't seen all of it, obviously.
I grew up. That's what made me a Spider-Man fan. Like I've said, I mean, it goes. There's Batman. Okay, it's name on the screen, and then it goes right here between Superman and Spider-Man, and then Hulk. Hulk's like 4, perpetually number 4.
Mm-hmm.
That's my rankings of my characters.
I go Batman, Spider-Man, probably Superman, Captain America. That would be my top 4.
I thought you were a Flash guy.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough though. Once you get to like that 4 or 5 area, like Superman, Captain America, Flash, and then Kyle Rayner, Green Lantern, it's like they're almost like interchangeable.
Okay.
You know, like it's like in any order. But like at the top of my head, I'm like, yeah, but like I am. I love Barry Allen. Like, I got a huge statue of him above my head. But it's tough. You start like after Batman and Spider-Man, they're all really close, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Dick Grayson's ahead of everybody but Spider-Man. I'll be honest, if you want to go that.
All right. Yeah. Why not? I'm with you. I mean, I had a Flash costume when I was a kid.
Your mom made that one too?
My grandmother made that one.
That's great.
I had
is there photos? There's got to be photos.
I still have the cowl somewhere. I'll find it.
Oh, do a restoration project.
I'll have it. It's cloth, I have it. Let's see. What other costumes did I have besides Batman? I had a Superman one. My mom made that one. I had, and I put those on social media before. This was like in 74 when the Shazam TV cartoon was, it wasn't a cartoon, live action Saturday morning. Yeah, with the camper with Mentor and Billy Batson and all that. Yeah, I had a. That's how I discovered the real Captain Marvel, was that TV show, and that's what turned me on to the old comics from back in the day, Wiz Comics and all that, and how I became a Captain Marvel / Shazam fan. So I could go on and on. I mean, that's a good topic. Talk about fandom. Yeah. But I'm like, you know how I am. I can go off with 10. Cook anything lately? It's good.
I cooked some ribs not too long ago. Try to get like that last smoke done of the season. It gets cold up here. I don't know about down there, but at some point it's almost like it's too cold to be smoking. You're battling degrees.
I gotta get weather question. What's the temps up there right now?
It's nice. It's chilly. It's like 69.
Oh, okay.
68.
About 80 right here. All right. So I'll plug what I got. Oh, Batman Podcast Network. All these shows are part of that. You can find them on BatmanPodcastNetwork.com still exists. It's going to just hit it. It's going to take you to a page on Batman on Film proper for all the shows. Let's see what else I got. You find, we got Facebook. What is it? Facebook.com, Batman on Film. Patreon, if you like what we do, support the site, patreon.com/Batman on Film. TeePublic, you can get this shirt. Just put in, the colony, and you can get our, if you have no F's left to give, that shirt's there. They're there. Support Batman on Film. Twitter, find me on Twitter at Batman on Film, and also just the news feed at the Batman on Film. And that's all I got, I think. I'm trying to think any other tangent I can get on. No, let's get out of here. Good luck to your Yankees. Go Cowboys. And we'll catch you next time.